Well, good evening, everyone. Hi, this is Anna Kitney. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome. Welcome to today's training, Manifesting Your Soul Aligned Clients. So today's training is all about releasing your resistance to actually attracting your clients. And sometimes the reason for why you're not getting clients may not be the obvious reason. Okay, and so today's intention is to release any resistance you have to taking on clients in your healing, coaching, therapy, or spiritual training business. Okay, so just let me know in the chat, guys, if currently you're seeing any clients, like if you're either seeing no clients, or if you have maybe 1 or 2 clients a week, or if you have more. Just let me know. Give me a kind of like a number of where you guys are at, so that I can best help you today. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that to come into the chat, I'm going to do a bit of an opening meditation. So close your eyes for me. Just get yourself centered in your heart, your big, beautiful heart. And just feel your awareness expanding past the room that you're in, the building that you're in, the city that you're in, the country that you're in, expanding across the entire planet, every man, woman, and child, expanding past our solar system, Milky Way galaxy, past all the galaxies of the universe, past the universe, through layers and layers of light, expanding further, past the realm of the ancestors and spirit guides, angels, archangels, seraphim, high masters, ascended masters, gods and goddesses, expanding past the laws of the universe, the law of attraction, the law of magnetism, the law of truth, the law of compassion. And finally expanding into this beautiful pearly iridescent light, bright, bright white light. Beautiful, well done. It's from this place that we can easily and effortlessly magnetize and attract our soul-aligned clients. It's from the place of love, expansion, from a place of bliss and joy. You're into this beautiful gold zone, or the Midas touch, that everything you touch turns to gold because you're vibrating at the highest possible level for you. It's from this place you get your insight and ideas on the key actions to take that are going to draw in your soul-aligned clients. It's from this place that you can dissolve old stories and illusions of scarcity, of not enough or not being enough, or any other story you're telling yourself as to why your business can't grow, why you can't get clients. Just simply can be dissolved. The illusion can just be washed away with the highest truth that your promised people are waiting for you. That your promised people need you. And that your work is of highest service and worthy of abundant compensation. So, dear Creator, we ask that everyone listening live and in the replay get the breakthrough they need to either sign their first client, their 10th client, 100th, that they open themselves up to the possibility of having a consistent and abundant overflow of clients that are a joy and pleasure to work with. They can feel confident in their services, deliver it with joy, grace, and ease. And they can get all the support they need to help them grow their business. Aho, amen, namaste. Okay, all right. So let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. Where are you at in your business? Are you just starting out and you have no clients whatsoever? Have you got maybe 1 or 2 clients a week and you'd like more? You have clients, but you're way undercharging. So just let me know in the chat, guys. Where are you at right now? I'd love to know so I can best help you. Okay, so Rose, not seeing clients yet. Okay, thank you for sharing. Thank you for letting me know. Hi, Noriko. Hi, Jackie. Consuelo. Vipke. Hello, beautiful. So Sharon, just maybe log out of your internet and log back in. It might have something to do with your tech. Okay. Maybe turn your sound on. Okay, just so Teresa's just starting out, just getting started. Okay, beautiful. Giada's in here as well, guys. So Giada is a concierge for you guys today. So she'll be supporting you. So some of your questions will be answered by me live, but also Giada will also be in the chat as well to support you. Hatal, you've just signed your first client. Amazing. Woohoo. Hope you celebrated. Well done, Hatal. Well done. Okay, Vivka, 2 to 3 clients a week. Daily, I have clients, but I need a few more. Great. Okay, so Katarina, maybe try a different browser. I'm not sure why your sound's not working, my love. Okay, so Nikki, 1 or 2 clients a week, just starting out, 2 to 3 clients at €100 an hour. Okay, so Sundusa, I'm not sure if you were tuning into the challenge we did about shifting from hourly rate to the package rate. Just let me know if you were part of that challenge. Okay, so Moana, I have clients but no students. So are you an instructor, Mona? You're an instructor? Okay, Hatal's got a query for yet another client. Good. Okay, not seeing clients, not having any clients. 2 to 3 clients. Well done, Anelli. Hi, Lillian. Okay, Lisa just started last year. I'm taking the month off seeing clients because you want to attract the ones that you're in divine alignment with. Good. And you want to do packages. Brilliant. Okay, Noriko, 25 massage clients and 2 more healing clients. Wow, you're very busy. Okay, Jackie has some but would like more. Lillian, 0. Lillian, were you part of the challenge? Just let me know, chat, if you're part of the challenge. Okay, so Pavinci, I hope I pronounced that correctly. You've just started recently. Clients approached you in the same nationality as you. Romanians. It seems weird that other nationalities don't approach me. Yeah, it could be a number of things. It could be a number of things. So one, it could be that some of your promised people are Romanians, and so you have an affinity with those. There could also be some unconscious bias. Provinci, I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing that. I'm so sorry. Maybe that's your last name. I'm just going to call you Anna. Yeah, if you're a theta healer, just let me know. If you're a theta healer, then I know I can give you some action steps for that. So Mona, you're an instructor, so you'd like some students. Yeah. Okay. Dennis, you've signed 4 clients in the last 10 days. Amazing. Well done, Dennis. Well done. And 2 of them are new ones. Brilliant. So you're in the zone. Good. We want to keep momentum going. Okay, so Giotto, you have clients but need more to be financially independent. Great, so we want more clients. Okay, so we have an interesting mix here. So as I mentioned, we've got Jaren here as concierge to support you in the chat as well. So she'll be there to answer any questions you may have. Okay, so we've got a mixed group in here. So we've got people who've got no clients, absolutely 0. Some who've been doing their service for a while but still have no clients. Some who are instructors, and some who've got clients want more. And some, from what I can tell, many of you are still on the hourly rate instead of doing the package model. Okay, so today's training is it's brand new. It's absolutely brand new, and this is around manifesting your soul line clients from a perspective of why you wouldn't want clients. Why you wouldn't want clients. Now, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but let me explain. Let me explain. So, if you imagine, if you just picture this in your mind's eye right now, that you are fully booked, fully booked. Now you get to decide what that means to you. That might be 3 days a week with 5 clients a day. This might be 5 days a week with maybe 6 clients a day. You get to decide what it means to be fully booked for you. Okay. So when I was seeing clients as a theta healer, fully booked for me was 4 days a week. It was 7 clients back to back from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. So then I could rush home in the train to do school run, right? So that meant no toilet break, right? It meant no lunch break, right? I would have my big breakfast and I wouldn't eat till 2. Okay, so great for intermittent fasting, not so good for comfort breaks, right? But that was me being fully booked, fully booked. Okay, and I definitely wouldn't recommend that. That was a little too intense. Okay, so what does it mean for you to be fully booked? Okay, so if you imagine that your phone is ringing off the hook, you're getting emails daily with inquiries for appointments, that your online booking system, so we use acuity scheduling, your online booking system has got a wait list of maybe 3 months to 6 months. Okay, so imagine that. Okay, people are wanting to enroll with you and you are seeing clients back to back. Okay, let me know in the chat, guys, what feelings come up for you in regards to that scenario of you being fully booked, phone is ringing off the hook, your DMs on your Insta and Facebook are getting bombarded with messages of when people can book appointments. Okay, acuity scheduling is booked up for the next 3 to 6 months. How do you feel? What comes up for you guys? Let me know in the chat. Anna, this training today is for healers, therapists, and coaches. But from today's training, you'll also gain insight of how this can help you in the interior design industry. Clients are clients, no matter what industry you have. So you're a service-based provider. Today's training will be relevant for you, Anna. Yeah. So let me know, guys. What comes up for you? Nikki, overwhelm and panic. Yeah, keep going, guys. Happy, but it's unbelievable. Preeti, very good. Not being able to manage personal and professional life. Yes, yes. Okay, Teresa, to be honest, stress came up. Why are you stressed, Teresa? Let me know in the chat. Excited by nervous. Thank you, Rose. Jackie, I would be happy. Davika, feelings of overwhelm and fear. What's the fear about, Davika? Okay, Vitka, I would fear that I would lose my intuition and shut down somehow. So somehow you would lose your powers, right? Mona, tired, no time for myself and my family. Very common limiting belief. Christina, a lot of pressure comes up. Yeah. Okay, and then Hetal saying, I would love to, but then I would worry how I can take care of my family and daughter. So again, feeling of neglecting family. Jeanette, stressed, overwhelmed, energy loss. So physically feeling tired. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Noriko, feeling I'm not serving them. Yeah. Total panic, no time for personal life. Yeah. No joy, scary. It's not possible. No time for family. Okay, Penny says I would be happy. Okay, Lee's got a really good point. Okay, if systems and support were in place, otherwise meltdown. Yes. So Lee's given a bit of a clue here, a bit of a clue to what the solution is, which is systems and support. Absolutely. Okay, Maya, overwhelmed and not having time for myself or my son. Garima, feeling burdened would be feeling burdened. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Absolutely. So the fear of not having enough time for yourself, that if you get fully booked and fully busy, the fear of having too much business, the fear of too much business can actually hold you back from getting any business. So if you have no clients, then you don't have the stress of getting too busy, right? So this is where I said today, it's a little counterintuitive. You think, why haven't I got clients? I've got capacity, I've got time in my calendar. But your fear may be actually the fear of getting too busy, getting like if you built a stable, consistent business, that you'd have too many clients and you'll be in overwhelm. Yes, systems and support is part of the practical solution, but from an emotional standpoint, it's I'm in so much demand that I have no time for myself, no time for myself. Okay. So the fear of too much business can actually hold you back from having any business, any business. So too much business might mean okay, I'm not getting to everybody, that I'm letting some people down, that I've got this wait list of say 3 months or 6 months. And some of these people, for example, for the healers in the training today, you might think, well, I've got people who are sick, and if they don't get serviced, they may die, right? Okay, so let me know in the chat, like, if you know had too much business and you went into overwhelm and you were not able to have time for yourself and your family. What's the worst that would happen? What's the worst that would happen? You were fully booked, clients backed up, 6 months wait list. Okay, you're in overwhelm trying to keep up with all the phone calls, all the emails, delivering your service, right, and making sure you deliver a 100% top service to each and every client, right? And you're not able to spend time on yourself, on your own health, spend time with your family, spend time with your partner. What's the worst that happens next? Yeah, fear that everybody would leave me. Yeah, that you'd end up being alone. Okay, Nikki's saying I'll get sick again. Yeah, this happened to me, guys. Yeah, Jackie's saying I would crash. Yeah, yeah. I would stay alone without a partner. Yeah, yeah. Because the partner would get lonely and think, well, you don't need me, and go. I would never get called back. I'd lose my reputation. Okay, physically sick. I would feel guilty. I would lose my kids. It would destroy my family. I'd have a nervous breakdown. Fear of failing. Chaos. Oh, you would get ill and die. Thank you. Thank you. Right. So your subconscious has already thought of this. Your subconscious has already gone to the most extreme example that if I get really successful and I become in great demand in my service offering, then my health would suffer, my family would suffer, and in the end, I would get sick and die and be alone, right? Your subconscious has already gone there. So, in order to be alone, in order to avoid dying and abandoning your family, if you will, what you do is you have this like either or scenario. I can have a career but not a family. I can have money but not good health. It's an either or scenario, because somewhere in the collective consciousness we're told you can't have it all, which actually is an illusion. It's not true, right? You can have it all if you've got systems and support, right? But also the right mindset to know that you're worthy and deserving of having good support and the people in place to put the systems in for you, right? Okay, so your subconscious is already gone there. Okay, now this next piece is that majority of our fears, majority of our beliefs aren't even ours. So this program that you have, that if you're successful in your arena, worst case scenario is overwhelmed, lose my family, I'm alone and die. That is not even your programming. That is old belief systems from past lives, from deep genetic programming. And so from what I can tell in the group, we've got mostly women. We've got a few guys here, we've got mostly women. And so, as women, we're taught, well, you can't have a career, that your job is to have children and provide for a family. And from what I can tell, all of you ladies, you want to build an empire, you want to build a business and serve people around the world, right? So somewhere it's a clash. Your programming, your belief systems are not a match to what you're creating. So you might be doing Facebook Lives and nobody's showing up. It's crickets. You might be putting out posts, nobody's showing up. You may be making phone calls, speaking to people, putting out business cards, flyers, whatever action you're taking, and it's not working. You're like, well, they're doing it and that's what they're teaching and they're getting results. Why am I not getting results? It's because you're not in energetic alignment, because your belief says, if I create success, I will lose my family, or I'll be alone, I'll die, and it'll all be for nothing. Okay, so these beliefs or programs are not even yours. They're ancestral and genetic. Okay, so with your permission, I'm gonna just clear this whole lot of the overwhelm, the fear of dying, the fear of being alone. I'm going to release all of that in one go with your permission. So the tool I'm going to use today to clear is theta healing. I won't go too much into that, but basically it's a way to reprogram the subconscious mind on all levels. So you as a human being, as you grew up around your parents and the beliefs you took on from your parents, it also includes deep genetic programming. So in science tells us through epigenetics that our beliefs are inherited from our ancestors up to 14 generations back, right? So you think about where were men 14 generations back. in your culture, right? For some of you, your men were out hunting for their meal, and sometimes they were the hunted and didn't come back, right? So some of our beliefs do no longer serve us in the modern world. Okay, so and the next level is history, which is past lives, and finally the belief of your soul, right? So we're going to release this either or, that you can have a career or a family, or you can have money but not health. We're going to release all of that. Okay, so with your permission, is that okay? Just give me a yes in the chat. That would be great. This only works if I have your permission. Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you. Great. Good. Okay. So as these are releasing, I just want you to use your breath, and as you bring breath into your body, the divine can release it with more ease and grace. Some of you like holding your breath. You're a little too tense. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. So we're going to ask Creative All That is to release this point of trauma. And this might be past life. This might be ancestral. I'm assuming the Creator knows. Okay, Creator, God, universal intelligence, whatever you call that energy. Going to take it back to the first point of trauma, where you, as a soul, your ancestors, created a belief that it was either or. Allow the Creator to teach you and show you that you can have both. Yeah, and just keep breathing. For some of you, it's going to come out of like your heart area. For some of you, I see it in the throat. For some of you, it's kind of like around like the belly button. It might be coming out from your hands. Just trust the process. As we release this point of trauma, where you or your ancestors went into overwhelm, panic, of taking on too much burden that resulted in either death, loss, abandonment, loss of life purpose and meaning of your existence. Let's just let all of that go. It no longer serves you. And the moment you let this go, you are open and available to new insight on what's an easier way to build your business, an easier way to get clients. That can only come when you let go of this old story that it has to be hard, that you have to sacrifice, it has to be a struggle, that you have to hustle, that you have to push. It's a very old paradigm sitting in the collective consciousness that nothing ever comes without struggle. That is not the highest truth. When you plant a seed in the ground and that seed grows towards the light, is not struggling, it's simply growing. As water touches the earth and it nourishes that seed, and that seed starts to grow in roots, and the first leaves push through the earth, it's not struggling, it's growing. That's what nature intended for us, to grow, to expand. And for many of you, the struggle has occupied your energy so much so that you weren't able to focus on other things. And so now that this energy of struggle is gone, you can redirect your energy to other things, like quality time with your family, quality time with your soulmate, the time that you need to take care of your health, when you're no longer in the battle, when you're no longer in the struggle, when you're no longer making it hard, when you are divinely guided, when you are supported, when you allow it to be easy. Okay, now allow the universe, the creator, to show you what your life looks like when support is in place for you. So being fully booked with clients, but you have the best team possible. That might be outsourcing, photographers, virtual assistants, right? Personal trainer. When you've got all the support that you need in your business and in your life, somebody to clean your home, somebody to do tech support if your computer breaks down, right? I just want you to see all that support being in place for you in your business and in your life. Knowing that you're worthy and deserving of that support. Knowing that the money will be there, the resources will be there. That you can allow it to be easy. That it can be in grace and flow. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay, so you know your business best. Who do you need support from first? Okay, what kind of support, where you are right now in your business, who do you need to reach out to for support? Okay, this might be getting a coach or a mentor. This might be a program. This might be your Theta accountability buddy. It might be your Theta instructor or Reiki instructor. It might be a friend that pops into your mind. It might be, you know what, I really need to hire that cleaner now. I don't need to be scrubbing my own toilet whilst trying to build my empire, right? It might be getting some help with somebody that can do your Instagram or your Facebook ads or your funnels. Whatever stage you're at in your business, you will know. So asking the divine, who's the first person? Or who do I reach out to for help and support to get me to the next stage in my business? Okay, so open your eyes for me and let me know in the chat, who do you receive as the next point of call? Who do you need to reach out to? Okay, so I'd like to use this group as accountability. So when you declare who you need to reach out to, whether it's a coach or a mentor or a program or a buddy, right? You've got like a good 90 people holding you accountable today. Okay, so let's declare it, guys. Let's declare it. Let me know in the chat who you're going to reach out to, or whose help do you need that's going to take you to the next stage in your business. Okay, mother. Okay, great. Come on, keep going, guys. Who else? Thank you, Devika. Who else? Who's going to help you to get you to the next stage? Okay, my coach and a lawyer. Great. Very good, Leah. Yeah, a theta healer. Okay, Dimitra, do you know which theta healer you need to help you? Technology. Okay, so is that sort of automation in your business? Okay, so Garima says, I didn't receive an answer. So be open and available to hear the answer. So you might get it in your sleep cycle. You may wake up in the morning and go, that's what I need next. Okay, so be open and available to receive and expect an answer. So shift your guys' awareness. Like if you didn't get anything, it's like, oh, I didn't get anything, to I'm looking forward to getting the answer. I'm looking forward to hearing the insight of my key next action step that's going to help me move to the next level of my business. Okay. Okay, friends, professional mentor, my husband and find a coach. Good. My business partner. Okay, good. Yeah, you know which practitioner. Okay, the creator. Nikki says, me and her accountant. Great. Well, yeah, I'm glad you're already in soul line business. So you have me, Nikki. You have me already. Okay, new town. So moving to a new area. Yes, some of you might be in a new moving to a new area. Okay, technology and technology support. Okay, great. Okay, so Elle, do you know specifically what technology you need? Okay, Adriana, accountant. Yes, accountants are important, absolutely, so they can help you get clear on your numbers. Okay. Okay, yeah, someone to work on my social media. Yeah, you can outsource that. Yeah. My mother, friend. Thank you, Nariko. You have me as well. You're in Soul Line Business too. Answer, my boyfriend. Good. So are you clear on what you require specifically for your boyfriend to support you? Okay, Beth, my mentor, to clear the blockages and creator. Okay, which blockages, Beth? Which blockages do you need to clear? Okay, be specific. Daniela, my husband. Okay, my mum. Okay, may someone to run the business. Okay, so is that a business manager? Is it an operations manager? Okay, what? It depends on what stage you're at in your business, Maya. Is it a CEO? Okay, Penny, a buddy, and tech social media. The tech. Okay, social media manager and tech are two different things, Penny. Virtual assistant. Yes, love that, Christina. Some of you need a virtual assistant. Yeah. Okay, friends. IT, creator. Okay, so Beth is talking about trust issues. Trust issues with the creator. So you're not trusting the creator. So hopefully you've enrolled on You and God. That's a class specifically to help you with that. Okay, Dimitri, my theta healer. Good. On my blockages about my healing gifts and putting it into a business. Okay, great. Very clear on specifically what the block is. Okay, Jeanette, my accountability buddy for the next 2 to 3 years. Great. Support with your website, tax support, and cleaner for the house. Love it, Jeanette. Very good. Okay, that's going to be your action plan from today. That's going to be your action plan. Penny saying, I would love a cleaner. Yes. When you free up yourself from cleaning your own home, then you've got time to see clients, right? And I'm assuming you're charging more for your services than a cleaner would charge you to clean your home. So the maths makes a lot of sense. Okay, Ellie, video camera setup and delegating my other businesses. Okay, so you can keep it really low tech, El, and that might be a ring light and an iPhone with a little mic. I use the Rhodes mic. It could be really low tech, or you can hire a film crew with a camera and the whole setup. It all depends on where you're at in your business, which is a sensible expenditure for you right now in your business. Okay, Maya, CEO and senior project manager. I have a digital agency. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, so Maya, let it be easy. So you're going to get really super clear on the criteria of what you want that person to have. You're going to like manifest for that person. And then once you've manifested, you're in energetic alignment and the right CV will show up in your inbox, right? Yeah, very good. Love the clarity there. Okay, good. So you got your action steps. Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, so the solution is definitely support. And the common mistake that people make is, well, I haven't got the money right now. I can't hire the help. But actually, the opposite is true. If you hire the help, that will free up your time so that you can do what you do best, your zone of genius. Okay, so one of the mistakes I made was I waited too long to hire help. I was doing so much myself in my business that it really held me back. The moment I started to hire on team, the business like doubled and it tripled and quadrupled because I'd hired team, and so I was leveraging the time and skill set of team, right? So I've got team in my company that do things that is not my zone of genius. They can do it faster and easier than I can. And so a good team member in your company will either save you money or they'll make you money, right? They'll save you money or make you money. So in one of my companies, Bergeon, when we were running our live events, one of my biggest overheads was hotel hire in London. We were doing like 50 events a year in London. So you can imagine like my bill for hotels was quite high. Her job was to secure all the hotels for the entire year and so negotiate on the rates, right? So we were able to get preferential rates because of her negotiation skills, right? That's her skill set. She takes care of that so that I can show up and teach those classes or to deliver trainings, right? That's how she would save money. Now I've got people in my company who make me money by helping me with marketing and sales and things like that, right? So a good employee operating at premium efficiency should be generating 4 times their salary at a minimum, 4 times their salary. Okay, that's how you grow your business. So when I decided to make my first hire, I didn't have the money, but I just trusted the money would be there. I took a leap of faith. I hired the person, and then within the first month, so many things were taken care of that had been neglected. So many things were organized. I could really focus on growing the business, right? And so that person generated money in the business and saved me money as well. Okay, so sometimes we have to make the leap, trusting that the money will be there. Obviously, assuming you make a really good hire. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so answer is support. Great. Okay. Right. So one of the other kind of blocks to too much business is dealing with the fear of letting clients down. What if I get complaints? What if I have unhappy customers? What if like for example, for my healers and therapists, oh, what if the healing doesn't work, right? So this fear of, oh my God, I'm going to fail my clients and it's going to ruin my reputation. So a few of you actually shared that in the post today. This fear of like letting my clients down, being responsible for my clients' results, okay, or dealing with customer complaints. Okay, so I've had like several businesses, and I'm just thinking of the two companies I run right now. Inside Bergeon, we've been around since 2004, and the more business we do, complaints do come through the door. Like we used to get very few complaints, very few complaints, but when we do, we have a complaints procedure. So there are some complaints that never reach me. I don't have to deal with them because some of them are just nonsense. It's like, oh well, I didn't like the biscuits in the hotel, right? My team know not to waste my time with that, right? Or you didn't have vegan organic. Well, we're not a restaurant, we're a training organization. If you have special needs for your meals, right, you go order your food, right? Okay, so there are things that my team just take care of and don't bother me. So there are some complaints where it might be something to do with maybe the way we're running our events. It might be, oh well, we didn't have effective access for disabled access, and so that's something that we would need to risk as a company. For example, if we've got somebody who's in a wheelchair who we happen to hire a hotel who hasn't got a lift. We don't do that anymore, but back in the old days there were some hotels that just didn't have lifts, particularly in London. We've got some old buildings, and that caused some problems for us, right? So those are like legitimate complaints. So assessing whether something is a valid complaint or if somebody's just in a foul mood and they're just directing their anger at you because they've had a bad day and they're looking to pick, right? Okay, so having a complaints procedure. So as you get more and more busy, you may get some complaints, but you need to assess, are they valid complaints to begin with? And if they are, it's an opportunity to improve your systems and processes, right? But for some of you, the fear is, what if I let my client down? What if they don't get the result they wanted? What if they're unhappy with their service? Okay, so you may have already experienced this where you had somebody say, well, it didn't work, I want my money back, right? And this can happen, but the fear of being responsible for your clients' results, that the healing might not work, that you've taken their money, can stop you from taking on any clients. Because if you have no clients or little clients, then there's less chance of having to deal with a complaint, less chance of going into some form of what's the word? Confrontation. No one likes confrontation. No one some people do like whatever they can possibly do to avoid confrontation. So the fear of letting clients down, the fear of being attacked, the fear of being judged, the fear of being called a fraud, right? That you claimed you could do this service and you didn't deliver the end result, right? So for the healers on today's call, a client comes to you and say they've got cancer and they've paid you the $100 or £100. Heal my cancer. You do a healing and the cancer doesn't disappear, right? And then you're like, oh well, you said you would heal my cancer, I want my money back, right? All of that can create so much fear and anxiousness on a subconscious level that can stop you from taking on any clients, because you have no clients, then you don't let anybody down. Do you see? So who understands this concept? Who's with me? Just give me a yes that you understand this concept. Yeah, thank you, Leela. Yeah, particularly if you feel like you're inexperienced. So if you're new to your service, if you've just trained recently, the fear is, okay, I haven't done enough courses, I haven't had enough practice, I haven't had enough like trial clients yet to justify that. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Kelly. Who else? Yeah, Rose, thank you. I really appreciate honesty, guys. Yeah, absolutely. This is a real fear. It's like, oh my God, I take their money and I don't get the result. They're gonna want a refund. They're gonna attack me, right? Okay, so let's kind of like, first of all, it's unrealistic. Okay, if a client's paying you for 1 hour, they would have had that cancer for many years, right? And again, for my healers in the room, right? So cancer can be one, it could be environmental. So if it's environmental, right? If they've got parasites in their system, right? If they've got heavy metals, right? If they've been eating genetically modified food, if they're microwaving stuff, if they're drinking way too much alcohol, consuming too much sugar, processed food, lead in paint, like the Scotch guard on your sofa, like there's so many contaminants out in the environment that maybe that person's got a toxic overload, and what they're expecting you in 1 hour to heal them, when actually they need to detox their body, right? So it works out, Fair healing works in conjunction with, other therapies, right? It works in conjunction. So the person may need to do a detox, they may need to do a cleanse, right? So we're in the last month of winter now up here in the Northern Hemisphere. So spring is the best time to cleanse. So some of you, you're worried about COVID, right? Like you need to be looking at doing some sort of cleanse in the next few weeks, right? To start cleansing your liver, your intestines, right? Getting those parasites out of your system, like the annual cleanse. Okay, healthy body, right? So we know it might be environmental. Next, it might be genetic. So we need to do some gene work on them. And then lastly, it might be emotional, right? And that's where the healing is really powerful, that you're working on the emotional component. But if someone's had cancer for like 5 years, it's probably unrealistic they get an instant healing in one session. I'm not saying that a person can't have a spontaneous remission, but that's a lot of pressure for a practitioner, a lot of pressure, right? Okay. So as a result, it can create so much anxiousness of, oh my God, I'm going to be a fraud, I'm cheating people, all of that. Okay. So again, the issue is never the issue. Okay. And so I want you to go back to a time when that you felt guilt. You felt guilt that you said you would do something and you didn't do it. Okay. Either a service you said you would deliver and you didn't deliver, or something somebody asked you to do and you chickened out and you couldn't do it. I want you to just connect with any guilt that you have in your body right now. Okay. Okay, so your fear of letting clients down is not the real issue. Go deeper. Go back to a time when you felt guilty of letting people down. It might be letting down your team in sports at school, right? It might be letting down your parents, that you didn't get the grades that they're expecting you to get, right? Okay, you've got that memory. I want you to connect to the deepest emotion. So really sink into it. I won't keep you there for too long, guys. Just stay with the process with me. Just sink to the deepest feeling. Did you feel useless, worthless, nothing, insignificant, pointless? Connect that deepest feeling in your body. That when you let that person down or you let yourself down, what's the deepest emotion that you feel? Is it lost? Is it empty? Is it like you have no purpose? Is it that you become nothing? Or you go into nothing? Or you cease to exist as a soul? That God just simply wipes you out? Is that you have to come back all over again and go through struggle again? It starts to feel like Groundhog Day. Is it feeling outcasted? Sink in the deepest feeling. For most people, it's either deep in their heart or deep in their belly. And I just want you to turn the volume up on that emotion so you can hear it loud and clear. Because what we do is we overcompensate. In a way to overcompensate for this feeling of guilt and shame and feeling worthless, we overcompensate. So this is where we get into like overdoing, overgiving, where what happens is we have poor boundaries and people take advantage. Okay, and so what did this experience teach you? What did you learn from this experience of where you felt like you let that person down or you let yourself down? As a result, you feel this feeling. What did this experience teach you? Did you learn that it's safer to be alone than to let someone to love you because you let people down? Did you learn that you are stronger by doing everything yourself, that nobody can betray you? And you get to prove your worth by doing it all yourself? Did you learn not to strive too much just in case you achieve it and then you can't maintain it. What's the lesson from this experience? It might be positive or it might be negative. Expect to hear an answer. Be open and available for the highest truth. Okay, and so we're going to mark this lesson as complete, that is no longer needed. So we're going to bring in forgiveness, forgiving yourself for creating unrealistic expectations on yourself, forgiving those around you who perhaps had unrealistic expectations of you where they made you responsible for their happiness. That's not fair either. So let's release them with forgiveness. Releasing any resentment that you have towards the people involved in the situation, or resentment towards yourself. That you no longer need to hold on this resentment to overcompensate, where you over-deliver, where you carry the slave archetype, where you create poor boundaries, where you exhaust yourself by overworking, or where you're giving your service away for free to everybody because you feel sorry for them and you want to prove your worth. Let all of that go. Let it go. Use your breath, guys. Use your breath. Good. Well done. Feel the relief. Feel the release. Letting go. Some of you, it's like a ton of bricks have just dropped from your shoulders, from your back. An old story you were carrying. And that you know who you are now without being responsible for other people's lives. You're no longer responsible for their result. That it's a team effort, right? It's you, it's the client, it's the creator. The client also has to show up and do the work, right? If you heal them or coach them towards well-being and wellness and they go eat a whole chocolate cake, it's not your fault, okay? It's about teaching your clients how to take responsibility for their life. You're not responsible for your clients' lives, they are. We don't want codependent clients. We want to empower our clients. That's when you can take on a lot of clients. That's when you'll have raving fans, when you empower your clients. Awesome. Oh, that's so much better. Everyone's field just expanded, like beautiful. Stay in that expanded state. Stay in the expanded state. Just feel your capacity to actually take on more clients now as a result of no longer feeling clients are a burden. That actually they're a pleasure and joy to work with. Because it's a team effort. It's a collaboration. Rather than they come to you for you to fix them, right? There's no fixing. There's empowering. Feel the light coming in through your crown chakra and through your third eye and through your throat. Just cleansing out all that area so that you can see clearly, you can speak clearly, you can be heard, understood, acknowledged, recognized, that you can have your boundaries respected, and that you can respect and honor yourself. Would you like these? Thank you. because part of your throat chakra is how to deal with confrontation. Okay. And so that could be a conversation. It can be a negotiation. It can be a clarification. Doesn't have to be a confrontation. There's many ways to communicate without ending in a battle, right? Most of the time it's a miscommunication. So let's allow the divine to show you how you can become a clear communicator so you can manage clients' expectations. Help a client see that it's a team effort. Helping your clients see that they have power, that you help them connect them to their power. Some of you might see or feel or sense like shackles or nooses being released from around your throat. Seeking you can be heard, listened, understood, recognized, acknowledged, respected. Awesome. Beautiful. Nice deep breath. Good. Okay. All right. Let me know in the chat, guys. How are you feeling? Who felt the energy shift? The letting go of needing to fix your clients, being responsible for their results, and shifting to an energy of co-creation. Good. Huge release. Amazing. Beautiful. Let go of a lot of resentment. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, beautiful. So with conversation, clarification, negotiation. Yeah, you negotiate. So it's a win-win for both parties. Okay. So rather than expecting going into a battle, it's like, what is the highest and best outcome for us both in this conversation, right? Rather than thinking someone has to lose out. Okay, Dimitri, a little dizzy, just ground yourself, right? So just pull your energy into Mother Earth, just ground yourself if you're feeling a little dizzy. A lot was released for some of you. Some of you like, yeah, eons of stuff was released. Tingling. Yeah, it was heavy for some of you. Feeling lighter now. Boundaries and respect, lighter. Okay, what's Anna, what is NOCFI? I don't know what that is, my love. Dialogue. Yes, having a dialogue. Yeah, it doesn't have to be confrontation. Just because somebody is looking for a battle doesn't mean you have to participate in the battle, right? You don't have to accept their gift, right? You're not looking for a fight, right? Hold your space, hold your ground. Okay, beautiful. So Rose is like, saw a wire around her throat and it was released. Beautiful. Amazing. Good, good. So some of you might be doing Facebook Lives now and people will show up and be listening to you as a result of today's clearing. Okay, so next, let's move on. Let's move on because I've got lots to clear today, lots to clear. Next, the fear that if you get so busy with clients that business will become complicated. So things like too many teams to take care of things like salaries and pensions and tax. If you earn lots of money, saving money for tax, for corporations tax, for VAT and things like that, or whatever's the taxes in your country, right? That all of a sudden you're gonna need an accountant and a solicitor. That all of a sudden business gets really complicated, and this feeling of, oh, I built a big business and it all rests on me. So the fear is it's going to get overly complicated, and that, you know, fears around like in the US, they call it Uncle Sam, right? Fears around corporations, government, tax, and things like that. So that might be a fear. So this is one I cleared quite a few years ago that was actually holding me back. I was stuck at sort of 6 figures in my business because of the fear of, well, if I earn more money, I'm gonna have to pay more tax. I don't want to pay more tax, right? I had some fears around government. The moment I cleared that, then my business went into multiple 6 figures, high 6 figures, right? The income continued to increase once I released the fear of tax and business becoming complicated, too many team pensions and salaries and everything else. Once I released that, then it opened up for my business to grow, but also to inspire ideas where it doesn't always have to be teams. So it might be systems, processes, using technology and automation. Right. So there's a lot that happens in my business that happens like online digitally through the software that I'm using in my company. Right. So when we get enrollments online, that's done through a CRM system, customer relationship management system, right? That takes those bookings, processes it, and spits out an email sequence that confirms your place on one of our classes, right? So we have automation in the company. Like if you're booking appointments with one of our team, that's done through Acuity. There's very rarely like a phone call to book an appointment. It's just done automatically through the system. It collects the payment, the booking comes in, the practitioner gets their confirmation, and they rock up on their Zoom call and deliver the healing service. So they're waking up to appointments, right? No human involvement other than showing up for the call, right? So there's technology that is available to you to streamline that business. But for some of you, it's the fear of it's going to grow too big, and then all of that is going to feel like a burden. Okay, so part of that is making too much money, And for some of you, it's also tied to things like jealousy. That if all of a sudden you're, earning six figures, multiple six figures, seven figures, that people around you will get jealous. Okay, they'll start backstabbing and talking nasty about you. So as my profile in the theta healing world grew, there were some people that were saying horrible and nasty lies and accusations about me to other theta healers, to the founder, and so forth. Now, I didn't go after them and say, how dare you bitch about me? I didn't do any of that, right? I didn't go to the founder and say, that's not true. Like, why would I give energy to the gossipers, right? Because then I validate whatever they're saying, right? If I put my focus there into battling those people who who are spreading lies, then I validate that. So where do I choose to focus? I chose to focus on my service. How can I serve my clients even greater? I'm doing God's mission here on earth to awaken souls, empower souls, to help them get their greatest work out in the world. I'm going to focus there instead of on all this nonsense of like children in the playground who are gossiping about the pretty girl in school, right? That nonsense, okay? So some of you were, the prettiest, or some of you came from one of the richest families, or some of you came, who were tall and other kids were short, like whatever nonsense went on in school, that sometimes shows up in the outside world, where it shows up as bullying and gossip, and right now it's trolling, right, with social media. People will say nasty things online they would never say to your face. So some of your fears it might not even be government or tax. For some of you, it might be jealousy and envy of your peers who will try and pull you down. Who does she think she is? She's not that spiritual, charging those kind of rates, right? She's just big, she's just greedy, rah, 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 right? Now, when you're looking at the prices in your marketplace and you're seeing what people are charging, it's not necessarily a reflection of what the market will bear in terms of how much you should be charging. When you look at the prices of what other therapists, coaches are charging, all it is a reflection of their self-worth. That's all it is. It's a reflection of their self-worth. There are Reiki masters who've been doing Reiki for 20 years who are charging $45 an hour for an hour of Reiki, who've been doing Reiki for 25 years, right? All that is a reflection of the beliefs they have about how much they're worth for that hour. Okay, that's all it is. So if you're looking at other people in your industry, go, well, they're only charging 30 or 40 or 50. How dare I charge 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 10,000? How dare I charge that? It's got nothing to do with market price. All it's got to do with is how much they value themselves. There's a market for every price point. There's a market for every price point. We talked about some of this in the challenge we did about a few weeks ago around magnetizing soul line clients. We talked about that. I'm not going to go into that today, but basically simply is that there's an ideal custom avatar who's willing to pay 50 pounds or $50 and only that. And then there's an ideal custom avatar who's willing to pay 500 or 1,000. They're different types of people with different requirements and different needs. Okay, so at my highest level with my private coaching, my highest level, these are business owners who are generating six figures or more, who already have a business, who already have a team, and they're looking to go to high six figures, seven figures and beyond, right? And so when I work with my private clients at that level, the impact I'm making on their revenues are much greater than people who are at startup who's trying to get their first client for their first $100. You with me? So in response to this high level of client, the revenues they're making are much higher, the impact I'm making higher, because they're helping and servicing more people. Okay, so my price is a reflection of the impact that I'm helping that owner make in their business at the higher level. Okay, so it's a different type of audience. It's a different type of audience. Okay, so you get to choose where you get to play. You get to choose who your soul line clients are, and based on that is, okay, how much do I value myself in this marketplace, in this niche, offering my service, offering my gifts, talents, and abilities beyond just your qualifications, but you, because when they hire you, they get all of you and all your experience, right? So my experience goes beyond just theta healing. It goes beyond coaching, right? I have a background in advertising, a background in interior design, sales, marketing. There's many things I've done before I even became a healer. All of my experiences has prepared me for the work that I do with my higher private clients. Okay, so I bring all of that to the table, not just my qualifications, it's all my experience. Okay, okay, so let's have a look. Oh, interesting. The fear of surpassing your teacher. Yeah, it's a very fourth plane program, very fourth plane. Okay, so I encourage my students to surpass me. Like, you go for it, you go for it, and I'll celebrate you and honor you, right? Because you have your promised people. Yeah, you want to help more people, Vipka. Yeah. Yeah, soul line clients, love it. Yes, and when you have your soul line clients, they'll pay you what you're worth, and it'll be a joy and a pleasure to work with them. Like, I love my clients right now. All my private clients are just the most wonderful, wonderful people. The community that we've got going in soul line business are just phenomenal. They are action takers. They are on fire. They've only been in the program a month now, the new round of people, and they're already like getting clients in their first month. It's like they're supporting each other in the Facebook group. It's so beautiful to see. They give each other ideas, celebrating each other's successes. Like, oh, I'm such a proud mama. Such a proud mama. They're a beautiful, beautiful community, right? Yeah, Atma saying, yeah, nasty rumors and gossip. Yeah. So basically they're behaving like children. So you don't participate in that nonsense. You just focus on who you're servicing. And then eventually that just disappears because your work will speak for itself. And guys, the people that used to say bad things about me, they're no longer in business. They're gone. They're gone, right? Or they're not doing too well, because what you put out into the world comes back to you, right? So if you're gossiping and bitching about other people, that comes back to you, right? That energy comes back to you. Yeah, it's not necessarily the law of karma, but it's more like the law of cause and effect. For every action, there's an opposite equal reaction, right? So speak well of people. Yeah. Yeah, so don't go into the anger, just forgive the assholes, right? Forgive the assholes and focus on your promised people, right? Okay, so we're going to clear next. We're going to clear the whole fear of tax. Okay, the fear of your growing a big team and being feeling responsible and burdened by team, and the fear of any jealousy or attack. Okay, we're going to clear that as well. Okay, okay, right. So let's have a look. Close your eyes, guys. Okay, as we said before, the issue is never the issue. Hmm. Okay, so as I'm tuning to everyone listening tonight, underneath this fear of like tax and team and business and revenue, like a lot of revenue going through the company, it's actually the fear of having too much money. And having too much money, for many of you, it's making you feel unsafe. It's like somehow it's dangerous to have too much money. You become a target. So I'm seeing so in your DNA, guys, in your DNA, you have a mix. Like whatever country you came from, you're not a pure breed. Like, let's be honest, if you've ever had your DNA tested, no one's a pure breed, right? Whatever country you come from, right? There's a mix. So I can see like mixes of like different European nations and things like that. So I'm being shown like war, I'm being shown communism, invasion. So there's some fears around like a neighboring country coming in and taxing your people, stealing their land, stealing their property. So it's around actually feeling that it's dangerous to have a lot of money, that somehow you become a target. Okay, so I'm going to ask Creator just to release this ancestral genetic programming that having too much money makes you more visible to the government, or to people, or to higher powers, or that somehow it's dangerous, or you'd be killed for that money. Let's just release all of that, if that's okay, and replace with Creator's truth. That you're worthy, deserving, and it's safe for you to have plenty of money to save, plenty of money to invest, plenty of money to spend, and plenty of money to give. We want plenty, we want this overflow. Remember to use your breath. Breath brings spirit into the body. Allow the energy to flow. Let's release the illusion of scarcity, that there is not enough clients, not enough business in any economy, guys. Let's just release the energy of scarcity. It's not Creator's truth, and replace it with the truth from the Creator. There are plenty of clients, plenty of opportunities, plenty of students for everyone. There's plenty of money. They're open and available to receive. There's plenty to save, spend, invest, share. Oh, many of you got a lot of hang-ups with money. Okay, it's a big chunk of energy for many of you. Okay, get yourself to a theta healer, get yourself to a course. For many of you got some big hang-ups about money. It's an important area to clear, to have establish a really good relationship with money. Let's just disconnect you from the collective consciousness programming of what money is and replace it with the truth from the Creator. Is that okay? So you have God's truth of what money is and how to use the money with love, integrity, kindness. You're allowed to be rich, guys. You're allowed to be rich. God is not poor. Okay, if you look up in the sky and you see billions of stars, you can see God is not poor. Okay, so you're allowed to be rich and abundant and wealthy. You're allowed. So let's just release any hang-ups you've got around wealth. So we're not talking self-gratification, hedonism. We're talking about having plenty and overflow so that you can build that retreat center, so that you can feed the hungry, so that you can sponsor a child, so that you can give without feeling that you're going to have no money for yourself, right? There's plenty and overflow. Good. So your truth is the same as Creator's. Let's teach your higher self what money is, how to create money, magnetize money with ease and grace, that it's possible, and that it's safe for you. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go to the first point of trauma. Somebody who stole your ancestors' money, ancestors' land, property, possessions, the wife. Okay, just be connected to that first point of trauma. So whatever you or your ancestors built and it was taken from them, what is that core deepest feeling that you feel in your body right now? Do you feel betrayed? Do you feel cheated? Do you feel God's abandoned you? Do you feel helpless? Does it feel pointless? What is this deepest feeling you feel as a result of land or property being taken from you or your ancestors? Injustice, anger at God, betrayal. Connect with that deepest emotion. And again, I want you to acknowledge that feeling. Don't bury it, acknowledge it. Again, I'm not going to keep you in that discomfort and pain for very long, but it does need to be acknowledged. For all of you, it's not even your pain. This is like old ancestral past life. It's very old. Acknowledge it. It might be waves of anger. It might be waves of disgust, fear, anxiousness, shame, violation, betrayal. Just acknowledge those feelings. Honor your feelings. Now I'm going to ask the creator to release this now. Again, use your breath. Wherever you feel that discomfort, I want you to breathe into that area. And as you breathe, I want you to see the area being filled with white light. Letting go of this old ancient story. Because as long as you hold on to that, it's like the filter through which you view life. So you're expecting to be betrayed. You're expecting to be cheated. You're expected to be stolen from. You expect that your boundaries be crossed, right? You don't want to live from that experience. Because if you fear it, you'll attract it, right? Basic law of attraction, guys. So you can't allow that trauma to be your protection. So let it go. Because the moment you let it go, you can then trust your intuition to make better decisions on which team to hire in your company that is trustworthy, hardworking, resourceful, innovative, takes initiative, right? So for you to get the support you need, the right trust needs to be there, but it starts with trusting yourself. And how can you trust yourself if your view of the world is clouded by the betrayal of the past? So let that go. Other people's opinions of you does not have to be your truth. One of our teachers in Theta Healing, Mark Anthony, says opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one. So when I ever think of an opinion, I think of toilet paper. It does not have to be your truth, guys. You just flush it down the toilet. The opinion that matters the most is the one that you have of yourself. You know if you're being honest with you. You know if you're with integrity. You know if you're showing up 100% and delivering a fantastic service. Only you know that. No one can be a judge. And some of the people in your lives that are judging you right now don't even have any skin in the game. They're giving you advice of, oh, it's a bad time to set up a business right now. Have they got a business? All right? They probably never run a business and they're giving you advice on business. They have no business giving you advice on business. Okay? Get advice from someone who's running a successful business. That's who you should be speaking to. Someone who's achieved what you wish to achieve. Right? Letting go of all the resentment, the hurt, but the betrayal, let it all go. For some of you, I see some cord cutting happening as well. So Archangel Michael is coming through and cutting cords. For some of you, it's betrayal of former business partners, former peers who hurt you, said things behind your back, where you got cheated and you're scared to spend money again in case you get cheated. So it might be an investment that you did either in a program or in like a property or stocks. Anywhere that you felt cheated, letting that all go so that no longer has to be the way you view the world, pre-vetting it through the experiences of betrayal. Otherwise, you'll attract more betrayal, right? Let it go. Remember, this is about accessing that internal wisdom, that internal gut instinct, that intuition, your emotional guidance system, so that it's not tainted by those past experiences. Use your breath, guys. Use your breath. Allow it to be easy. Some of you are holding on for dear life to some of this stuff. Allow the Creator to show you what your life looks like without expecting to be betrayed, without expecting to be cheated, without expecting to be stolen from, without expecting the government's going to take all your money. When you let that go, allow the divine to show you a higher truth. What does your life look like when you're no longer surrounded by people who want to take from you, who are jealous of your success, who try and pull you down? If these people are no longer part of your experience, I want you to look around you. Who is part of your inner circle? Who are your cheerleaders? Feel that energy. Some people you already have in your life already. For some of you, it might be new people coming into your field of awareness. Good. And I want you to just feel the gratitude and appreciation of the cheerleaders around you, the people that are celebrating and honoring your success. This might be peers, might be teachers, mentors, coaches, your theta buddies. Just feel the gratitude and appreciation of feeling so supported. They want you to win. Good. Nice deep breath. Just soak up that beautiful energy. I want you to stay in that energy. Stay in that place of gratitude and appreciation. Okay, open your eyes. Okay. So let me know in the chat, how does that feel now? That you're no longer viewing the world through the lens of betrayal, through the lens of jealousy, through the lens of being hurt, but actually you can be selective around who you surround yourself with, right? These are the A players in your life, the people who are happy for your success, who celebrate you, who honor you, the people that are great connectors, that can connect you to people who know people. Blessed. Thank you. Good. Light. Good. Thank you, Mona. Who else? Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wonderful. Excellent. Thank you. Good. Everyone's in high vibes. Okay, it's from that place, guys. It's from that place of gratitude and appreciation that you're going to attract your soul line clients, knowing you are supported. And it's just simply a pivot of focus. What are you focusing on? You're focusing on lack of money, no clients. That's not going to help you get clients whatsoever. Worrying about money is not going to help you make more money, right? Gratitude and appreciation will, right? And the moment you're grateful and appreciative, you're going to start to see opportunities. You're going to get divine guidance. You might get an idea and you act on the idea, and that idea gets you that first or next client, right? It's from this place of love and joy, gratitude, and appreciation that you become a vibrational match to your clients. Yeah, yeah. And so for some of you, some of the people that are not serving you right now, you'll gravitate away from them. So you have my permission to unfriend toxic people from your social media. You're allowed. Okay? You're allowed. If people are like pulling you down, being negative, being toxic, just unfriend, mute. You're allowed to do that. Unsubscribe from any social media that is just fear mongering about, what's happening with COVID and vaccines. Like, just mute, unsubscribe, unlike. You just want high vibes only. You cannot afford to get pulled down into other people's drama and story. There's just no room for that. No room for that when you are ready to step up and do your great work. Okay. Okay. Anna's saying, I can feel I can fly now. Beautiful. I love it. Feeling lighter. Okay. Jackie's saying, good friends. Good. Yes. Beautiful. I'm loving the emojis as well. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. So for many of you, you were living your life through the filter of what happened to your ancestors. If their land was taken, or if an army came through and stole the wealth of your ancestors, right? The betrayal and hurt of your ancestors, it wasn't even your pain. You may have experienced some of that in this life, but a lot of that energy was not even yours. It was all ancestral, and it was stopping you from having anything. It's like a belief that if I have nothing, then nobody can take anything. Do you see? So that's another way in which we can hold ourselves back from more clients, because we have more clients means we're making more money. And the fear is if we have more money, then people will take our money. So if I have no money, nobody can take anything. But no money also means no clients. Do you see? So I did say today's training that the issue might not be the issue, right? The issue might not be the issue. Okay. All right. So just let me know, guys, in the chat, what was kind of your big takeaway, big breakthrough, big aha from today's training? What did you discover? Like, what clicked in for you today going, now I've realized this. Now I have this insight. Now I have this awareness. Now I have this new mental shift. What was the big aha moment for you? I'd love to know. Okay, so you, okay, beautiful. Anna's saying, so she unfriended somebody from social. She did Ho'oponopono, and they came back, and now they appreciate the friendship. Good, good. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Beautiful. Beautiful. So if you enjoyed today's training, guys, and you want more of me, then I invite you to Soul Align Business. Cart closes this Friday, guys. Cart closes. The group coaching is now, cart is closed for the next 6 months, but you can still enroll on the online course. The online course, guys, you get support inside that group. So I'm actually going in the Facebook group myself and doing some support in there. Even though it's designed as peer-to-peer support, I'm actually going there right now and supporting everyone inside the group. As I mentioned before, the support inside that group is phenomenal. Everyone is supporting each other. You find your accountability buddy in there. So if you're looking to grow your business to get consistent clients as a healer, therapist, or coach, then Soul Align Business. Imagine where you could be in just a month or two's time when you have the systems and structures in place so that you can get clients. As I tuned into everyone today, there was a lot of blocks around money. We didn't agree, this today's topic wasn't specifically about clearing blocks about money, but you must clear your blocks to do with money. How you do anything is how you do everything. So your approach to money will show up in the way that you do your relationships, the way you do your business, the way you do your health. So very important that you do address your relationship with money. So there's in fact like a whole module with several lessons in there on clearing your blocks to do with money so that you can have a better relationship with money. So that's super important, particularly people like in the spiritual arena. They have a lot of hang-ups about charging money for this work, like a lot of hang-ups. So we dive into the blocks we have around charging money for our great work and charging good money. Some of you are still like doing like discounts and freebies and things like that. And when you do that, you devalue yourself and you devalue your service. We talk about the ratio of, high-end clients, mid-end clients, and your pro bono work. So I'm not saying you don't do any healings for free. If you don't want, if you choose to, you can, but don't make that, 80% of your business. So it's a combination of energy clearing in there. There's coaching in there, and there's mindset work in there. So it's a unique combination. So we teach you the basics of building a business, right? The foundations of building a business, but also the energetics as well. So getting into energetic alignment with your soul line clients. So if you've never run a business and you're wanting to learn, right? I've taken everything I've learned from all my coaches and mentors. I've invested like over $500,000 in personal growth and development. I've taken that knowledge, consolidated into the key things you need to know to get you up and running in your business without overcomplication, right? And really how to get consistent clients, right? So it's not just getting a few clients, it's how do I make that consistent? So I've got new clients coming in, I've got recurring clients coming in so that I can sustain myself, but also to grow and scale, right? We include, how to find out, what your zone of genius is, who your soul line clients are. We explore the profitability of your niche. So choosing a niche that actually is going to be viable for you. Okay. The program takes about 4 to 6 months to complete. Okay. You're looking at about maybe, 4 to 5 hours a week of studying the group. And obviously, the Facebook group support is there with your accountability buddy. Okay. And you get lifetime access. And every time I run the program, I add new modules. So I'm adding some new modules now, actually. And so there's no extra charge. What you pay is what you pay. The program will increase in price in the future as I add more modules and make the program even more robust because I'm constantly improving it. There are installment options for you as well. So I've posted, I think, Jad has posted the link for you guys in there. So Jada is available for you guys. If you've got any questions about the program, what's included, what's not included. If you're wanting to book in a clarity call as well, if you just type in the link to book in a clarity call. So if you want to speak to Jada personally, then you can do that. Or if you're ready to enroll, there's a pay in full and there's pay in installments option for you as well. So we'd love to have you inside Soul Aligned Business. It is for a service-based business. Okay, so if we're going from startup to established, so if you're at sort of like zero to probably, your first 50, 60, maybe 80K, it's probably a good program for you. If you're doing, 100K or more, then probably look at maybe like private coaching because you already have enough knowledge that you're really looking to now scale to multiple six figures. But if you're like a startup or you need to get clients and to get those foundational skills, then that is the program for your Soul Aligned Business. So yeah, again, I invite you to join me there. Cart closes this Friday, 8 p.m. London time. So that is it's the 12th of February, 2020. Okay. All right, everyone. So any questions, guys? Any questions from what we've covered today or the program? I'm happy to stay online for a little bit longer and answer any questions. More than happy. Oh, thank you, Anne. Program is amazing, a powerful container. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Jeanette. You're welcome. Who's ready to serve their soul aligned clients? Who's ready? Who's ready? Give me a yes. Beautiful. So no one has questions. Everyone's good. You're welcome, Praveen. You're welcome. This call is going to be saved inside Soul Line. This will stay inside the group, so you're welcome to re-listen. There was a lot that we covered today, so you may wish to re-listen to this again this week to strengthen. I want to explain a certain concept to you before we leave today, and it's about strengthening belief systems. And so in our subconscious mind, we have belief systems, and I briefly talked about how that they can be from our parents, they can be inherited, they can be from past lives. And when we do things in repetition, we affirm, like a bit like affirmations and mantras. When we affirm a new belief, what we do is we strengthen that belief, we strengthen it. So inside our brain, we have these cells called neurons. And so if ever you've learned a new skill, like for example, you're learning to ride a bike, okay, you're having to create new neural pathways to learn how to balance, so that you, with the steering wheel, and get your legs pedaling at the same time, and and be able to go in a straight direction or go in a curve. New neurons are created, and every time you ride the bike, it's easier and easier until it clicks in, and you've got a nice strong neural pathway where you don't even have to think about balance and angles, that your feet and your legs and your hands know exactly what to do. But like driving a car with, I learned in the gear shift, right? You've got the gear shift, you've got the indicator, you've got your mirrors. There's a lot to concentrate on. Then if you've been driving for a few years, you're not even thinking about driving, you're thinking about where you need to be, and everything's happening on autopilot. And so what you're doing every time you have Every time you re-listen to one of these trainings, what you're doing is you're strengthening these neural pathways in your brain, right? So these neurons, it's a very rough drawing. This is a neuron cell, a brain cell. Okay. Okay, so what you're doing is you're creating new neural pathways, and every time you receive the healing, you receive the download, you receive the program, it's strengthened. So today's training was really about clearing perhaps the not so obvious reason for why you're not getting clients, right? You might be digging and doing healing work down the wrong path, thinking, oh, I've got blocks because I don't believe I'm a good healer or a good coach. But actually, on a deep, deep level, your soul knows you're gifted and talented. And actually, the fear is you're fearing your success. You're fearing being magnificent. You're fearing shining your light to the world, and fearing that if I shine my light, I'll be attacked and prosecuted like you were in that last lifetime, right? That if you are super, super successful, that people will be jealous of you, or that you'll get so busy that you'll let people down, that you won't be able to help everybody, right? All of those. It's not the most obvious thing people think of, but actually what we clear today can be that big needle mover in your business that actually tips you over the edge. You're like, you know what? I can just get team and support to help me so I don't go into overwhelm, right? Guys, I don't answer my own phone. I have a team that does that. My team manages the phone lines, right? The live chat on the website is managed by my team. I don't book in my appointments. My team do all that for me. I just show up for my calls with my clients. That's it. Everything else is taken care of. Okay. Payments handled by my bookkeeper, my accountant, and my sales team, all taken care of. Now, that didn't happen when I started from day one. That grew over time as I changed my beliefs about being supported, right? So, I didn't come from money, guys. I didn't come from money. I came from poverty. My family escaped communism in Poland, right? We came to Australia with nothing. I came to the UK with $10,000. And back then, the exchange rate was terrible. For every dollar I gave the UK, I got 25 pence back. Can you imagine? My 10K went like that, right? I was living in a shoebox apartment in Notting Hill, right? I didn't come from money. I'm self-made, right? But it was done through the inner work. The inner work is crucially important for the strategy and tactics, right? And you don't have to do it alone. The mistake I made, guys, was trying to do it myself for so long, thinking, well, I'm going to save money. I can figure it out myself, right? That figuring out took me years, absolutely years. And that's, I think, one of my regrets is that I waited too long to get the help and support. So if anything you guys do today is, yeah, the deadline, my love, Christina, is the 12th of February, 12th of February, which is like in a couple of days, 8 p.m. London time. That's the deadline. That's when cart closes. Okay, that's your deadline, right? So I would say don't wait. Don't wait. Okay, all right. Any other questions? Yeah, cart will close after 12th. Cart will close and won't reopen for probably another quarter to 6 months. Okay, and as I add new modules, the price may increase. Okay. All right, guys. So I can't see any more questions. Thank you, Jada. Yeah, she's just posting the deadline. So thank you so much. As I said, please re-listen to this call. You have your action steps, guys. You have your action steps. So this is around who do you need to reach out to help you to get you the next level. So that might be your theta buddy. It might be a coach or a mentor. It might be a program. Some of you said mum. Several of you said your mum. Okay, so that's your action step from today. Very important that you take some action from today's training to say, you know what, universe, I'm now ready to claim 100% responsibility for myself and my business. I'm claiming that. I'm going to take some action that's going to help me get my next client or scale to the next level. Okay, very important you take some form of action. So pick up the phone, send an email, book the clarity call, take some form of action, say, you know, I'm accepting and receiving the support that the universe is giving me so I can go to the next level. Okay, support is key. It is your next step. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Jada's going to be on the chat for a little bit longer, so I'm going to close down today's call. She'll be online for a little bit longer if you've got any more questions, or you can book in a clarity call with Jada and she can answer any more details about the program. We'd love to see you inside Soul Aligned Business. As we said, cart closes 12th of February at 8 p.m. London time. Okay, so we'd love to see you in the program. You can the moment you enroll, guys, you have instant access to all the modules. There's nothing is locked. Everything is open to you, and you can dive straight into the modules today and start consuming the content. Start clearing your money blocks. Start clearing your fears of visibility, fears of getting clients, fears of your success. Right now, the community is preparing for their empire, so they're upgrading their supplements, they're upgrading their desk and their technology, so they're getting ready to take on clients. That's where they're at right now. The next so yeah, so we'll see you inside the program. I'm going to finish up tonight. Good night everyone.